50 Cent just listed all of the famous people who were close to Diddy and revealed how they were assisting Diddy in hiding his wrongdoings. While some of these celebrities were coerced into dating Diddy, others collaborated with him and found weaker children for him to exploit. The Diddy trial is intensifying, and everyone associated with Diddy is
believe it. Shout it, Dab Jam. We the best. You know what it is. It's 2010, baby. It's the takeover. I'm going in.
Happy New Year to the whole planet. God is the greatest. Real talk. And you know, I mean, if there's anything that somebody can say better than that, I'm all ears. But with that being said, continuous blessings to the whole entire universe.
Big shout out to my man Drake is in the house. Fabulous is in the house. This is all brotherly love. My biggest brother of them all, the boss, Ricky Ross, is in the house. Ricky Ross, report to the grass. DJ Khaled, he's the best. He's in the house. Tiana Taylor is in the house. My brother Chris Brown, I'm gonna stick with him from thick and thin. Chris Brown is in the house. You know what I'm saying? The something ain't right, so I know Chris Brown is in the house. Big shout to my son Quincy, my son Christian, my son Justin.
According to 50 Cent, Diddy tried to take 50 out on a date and said he wanted to take him shopping. 50 understood what Diddy meant and said no, but Meek Mill said yes and went out with Diddy shortly after. Rumors that Meek Mill and Diddy were dating started to circulate after they were spotted attending a party together, wearing matching outfits and giving each other hugs.
Close when he offered to take you shopping.
Yeah, you see, now Meek is in the same shirt. He's out there in the same shirt. This is not Stop it, man. You set that up. Look, I obviously was not offended by what I was offended by. Guys may say to a girl, you know, like, let me take a shot. See?
Damn.
They found it that quick.
What do you think's happening in the middle?
I don't know what is going on.
Wow.
Because he was like, yo, you hot now. Now we gotta hang out now. Like, you know, like hang out.
Yeah.
He said, I don't know, man. I take you shopping and I get you some flash and you can give me the hood. And I was looking and I was like, let me just move away from him because I'm gonna mess up the way. Certain things they let it go by because it's rough. He wasn't like in the closet, he was like in the hallway.
All these years, you being the only one calling this out.
I look like I've been the crazy guy for a long time.
They say you're a hater. They say you're crazy.
Yeah, and now everybody's complaining. My ass is hurting.
You and Puff haven't liked each other business-wise for a long time.
Well, that's why it's only business. It was really away from that. I explained why I didn't hang out with him, right? Because fluffy stuff going on.
It's not your scene.
It's not my style.
Not your scene.
They hug you from the front and the back at the same time. I got uncomfortable with him because the way he was asking to try and get me to hang out with him was like, yo, I'll take you shopping. Like, and I'm like, what you mean? Like, that's something you say to a woman you're attracted to, maybe.
Right.
It's just weird, bro. Like, and now you start to see a lot of the weird stuff that was there. It looks like it all lines up, don't it? It was not in the closet. It was in front of you and you wasn't seeing it because you see the beards. Or you see the girls. So you didn't look at them the way actually is to a degree. And when I say people respond, how people respond to things matter, like the internet will take to it and just go off with it. Meek responds being the uncomfortability. He goes, yo, nah, I gotta spend $100,000 to find out why my name is in this like this. And it's in it only because he's uncomfortable. You don't hear him talking about French. French was right there. Right? Why you get so quiet? You guys make me feel like I'm scared.
Well, no, I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot.
No, they see this. You see this. They see this.
They see it.
Nah, you see this. They want to act like, oh, we got nothing to do with that. If we could just...
No!
According to reports about 50's upcoming Netflix docuseries on Diddy, 50 has been gathering information on Diddy for decades. He knew that there was only a matter of time until Diddy was exposed, and that once he did, his empire would collapse. Diddy's behavior with children and other vulnerable artists has been suspicious since the 90s, and everyone in the industry knew what kind of person he was, but they didn't care.
That you've been working on Diddy Do It.
Right.
You've been saying for years that you feel you knew Diddy's character.
Right.
Yet you said you weren't a part of that lifestyle, you weren't going to the parties. So what makes you so absolutely sure that these kinds of allegations that we've seen against him are true?
Well, I'm surprised by the allegations, as surprised as everyone else is. Like, I didn't make the allegations, I didn't tell people to say these things. It comes out, I see it in the news like everyone else, but I did feel uncomfortable with the way he would present the idea of going to these projects.
To come party with me.
Yeah. And then that swayed me away from it, just that long.
So you didn't realize the...
As much stuff was coming. Like when I seen today, it was allegations of 3 men that said he drugged them. And it's a long time, to be honest with you. Like when people don't remember being violated for 20 years, it makes me feel a little hard.
What are your thoughts on the allegations against Jay-Z?
That was interesting. When I was saying things, not knowing exactly what I was saying, but I was going, where's Jay at? He's mad quiet. Like while the Puffy thing was going on. But it's obvious now that his team was being made aware that he was in those allegations also. So I hope it works out, because with his family, the things that go on internally is that those accusations are crazy.
Is a documentary about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
You've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now. And then no one was, they're just, why is he saying this? And now it's coming out like crazy.
But I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated to a degree.
Was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day? Obviously, I know what was going on there, but is there a reason you never did?
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal. You go into the 90s, and Keith D said they paid him to kill Tupac.
Yeah.
So look, like, you get the craziest accusations. You had TMZ created a docuseries. They went to Tubi, but the series is saying the downfall of Diddy.
You're one of the first persons in entertainment to really call out people and kind of have that authority in that, to be able to call people out. I mean, which is pretty amazing. You're kind of, in some ways, draining the swamp of Hollywood.
Yeah, I don't have a support system. I don't have a support system of a peer group of artists that I require to do what I'm doing. I've had to be on my own from the beginning. So I don't necessarily have a responsibility to behave a certain way.
Diddy is going down, and his pals are following suit. Usher has already been mentioned in court in relation to 50 other accusations, including assault. Next up come Jay-Z and Beyonce. The stories that once appeared too crazy to be true are now being verified under oath, and the courtroom whispers are growing louder. According to several sources, Diddy, instead of functioning as a business circle, Jay-Z and Beyonce functioned more like a secret society, blackballing rivals and using their power to cover up controversies. According to sources, Jay and Beyonce's marriage was included in the flawlessly manicured brand, which is based on deception, power struggles, and reciprocal.
Look, when Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. If you look at his career,
You're gonna let him say that?
He had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
And he ain't show up.
He had like 20 now.
Oh,
He had like 18 since he been down. He had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
You're not wrong.
He was one. After that, he got some shit. He started drinking. His pictures went things the cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades.
Because he's no longer viewed as like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh, wow.
His career, you can look at that and say the association to Beyonce is when he started to receive the 16 17 Grammys since he's been with Beyonce. Right? And you go, prior to that, one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that came in association, like you see their kids even have Grammys. Like they don't sing yet. They don't sing.
Right.
They don't rap yet. And they already have Grammys and shit. So it's like they give them this trophy so we secure that they're coming to the award show. It meant that much to the culture that they just...
For years, there were rumors about what was happening in Hollywood, but no one paid any attention to them. Now, everything that people previously dismissed as insane is being shown to be true. Even Right Diddy's purported sex slate. When Jonathan Audi first came forward with all of this information in 2018, no one took him seriously. He told police that Diddy was having affairs with other men and having freak-offs with Cassie. But at the time, everyone assumed he was insane. However, Cassie has since confirmed that Jonathan was one of the escorts Diddy paid to have sex with her.
And Ross, which they good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay. Okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay?
Who supporter?
Hamas.
Hamas. Yeah.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No worries.
Hamas supporter.
All
Okay? I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot.
Hidden in plain sight.
It's hidden.
I think I see what you're saying.
Okay, how do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Kanye is another celebrity who has publicly backed Diddy. Kanye West recently attended Diddy's trial to support Diddy, and a recent call between Diddy and Kanye was made public in which Kanye promised Diddy that he would do everything in his power to support him. 50 also posted about Kanye on Instagram and criticized him for his support of an alleged ABT. It is said that Kanye is supporting Diddy because he is also under investigation.
Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, has made a surprise appearance at Sean Diddy Combs' criminal trial on Friday. He expressed support for his fellow rapper as he defends against sex charges.
Yeah. I hear you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And have some fucking fun. Yeah. Have no fun and then get behind the mic, have some fun, chop up them samples, get that what you say, band vibe, have some fun, get that smiling. These other motherfuckers, they waste your time, big. You know what I'm saying?
Kanye is supporting Diddy because he's literally scared that he's about to be charged just like Diddy. We're all pretty sure that Kanye is probably the celebrity that Jane talked about having a freak off in that hotel who the feds didn't want to name on the public record. And this part of not having Kanye named did pique my interest a little bit because we've seen plenty of celebrities' names throughout this trial, whether they were connected to Diddy or not. Like Diddy's former assistant Mia naming that she used to work for Mike Myers. Like Michael B. Jordan's name coming up in Cassie's testimony. Really started to pique my interest. Why wouldn't the feds want to name Kanye? Like, what's the big deal? We've seen other celebrities named throughout this. And then it all just came together for me. I think that Kanye might be facing his own criminal charges really soon, and I think he knows it. And it all begins with a lawsuit filed against Kanye by his former assistant, Lauren Piscata. Because throughout this lawsuit, she is alleging very damning allegations like trafficking, like transportation to engage in prostitution. And mind you, this is exactly how the investigation into Diddy started with Cassie Ventura's lawsuit, where she alleged trafficking.
Other celebrities have attempted to disassociate themselves from the scandal, such as Will Smith during a comedy gig in San Diego, while Kanye has publicly endorsed Diddy. In jest, Will Smith said, "I haven't been anywhere near those damn freaks," stating, "I don't even like baby oil." This declaration was made in response to accusations made against Diddy that he was close to Will Smith.
What we're in right now, it's really hard for y'all to discern what's real and what's true, you know? And I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. People be making memes. I see the memes. I see them now. Some of that stuff is funny. Some of it's funny. But I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all their memes. Y'all can stop all that. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. Listen, I do enough of my own. Don't be putting me in other people's. I ain't been nowhere near that, man. I ain't did none of that stupid. So, whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil.
Nah, but I haven't said that publicly. I just said y'all the first time. I usually don't respond to dumb stuff because it's like people get so many things. People say so much stuff, but that one your memes was doing too much. Y'all was having me mad.
There are some celebrities who are speaking out against Diddy because they helped him hide his crimes. But there are also others who are sadly the victims. For years, there have been rumors that Diddy was involved with Justin when he was just 13 years old. Justin's behavior around Diddy and the way he threatened him on live television shocked everyone. Now, Justin is finally talking about what happened and attempting to move on from that period of his life forever.
His silence on the ordeal after months of speculation over their one-time relationship. His rep telling ET, although Justin is not among Sean Combs' victims, there are individuals who were genuinely harmed by him. Shifting focus away from this reality detracts from the justice these victims rightfully deserve. Bieber's questionable connection to Diddy piquing interest online as the rap mogul's indictment for sex trafficking and racketeering charges, which he denies, made headlines. Old clips of the two hanging out while Justin was underage resurfacing.
Let's just go get some girls. Let's go get some girls.
Man after my heart, that's what I'm talking about. We hit him like this, so me and you walking, we hanging out, a little later on the night after the Usher concert.
There's also this old Jimmy Kimmel Live segment, adding to fan fears about what might have gone down with Diddy.
Got me a Lamborghini.
That's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last time.
He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Oh, apparently not.
Some things, everything ain't for everybody.
This all comes as Bieber's followers are worried for him, the singer's erratic social media posts causing concern week after week, the Beliebers asking if what he's seen behind the scenes.
The sole reason 50 Cent was able to pursue Diddy so aggressively is that he has nothing to conceal. Unlike the others, he never attended parties or participated in any of the heinous acts that Diddy or other industry players committed. He also avoided Diddy and his inner circle, which is why we now know why. While others chose to remain silent or cooperate, 50 was observing and now disclosing everything.
Worried that if you throw little and you don't throw out allegations, but like you kind of poke fun at them.
You just ask questions.
You're not worried that it comes back your way? Like people dig up your past and try to pull stuff up?
I don't got that in my past.
Everybody got a little bit.
I took a pill. But it was for me to perform that. For her to remember, buddy. I didn't give her a drink so she forget what the happened. What the fuck is going on here, bro? Yes, I took the drink. I gave me the fucking drug to perform. So she can remember and possibly love me for that. Did it work? What the fuck? Yo, bro, look, I'm doing pretty good. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, you said it was the opposite of normal shit that we're talking about, bro.
That is why. Well, I don't know why it's so hard for people
So
to
for
just
people to
acknowledge
feel like
shit is
you
weird.
would have something, or you would have reserved energy because you felt like you was doing it too. This is people that are looking on separation between their hardships or their the things that they got going on that would be issues, and what a celebrity's issues will be.
Wait, what is that?
They think all celebrities are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Right, and when you see, if I wasn't saying anything, guess what? You could safely say that a person on the outskirts that is not involved in hip-hop culture could think that everybody in hip-hop culture is with that. It's kind of interesting. I think that civil suit turned into a look. They looked at it like maybe it's a criminal situation.
Right.
A little early, and it could have been the same lobbyists and the same people that use their connections to make that happen.
Is that kind of why you was going hard on him the last couple of years? Is it because of the liquor situation? Because, to be honest, since the situation he's in now, it's kind of like you fell back. You fell back on him. Was this all over the liquor, or you just said?
Well, most of that was motivation, and that was competing,
right?
For, with brands, and he was ahead of me.
Right.
Because he had been working on Ciroc and stuff like that. And then integrating it into our culture with Coco Loso and different things with different people connected to it. So, yeah, that's what that was. But when you look at, he would do a lot of foul shit. Behind the scenes, he would do some foul shit.
More and more identities will be made public as this trial progresses. Now that the victims are on trial, and everyone who attended Diddy's parties and believed they weren't being observed is afraid they're on the videos. For this reason, Diddy's closest celebrity buddies, Ellen DeGeneres and Ashton Kutcher, have already left the United States.
By Michael B. Jordan, Kanye West, and more celebrities were name-dropped at Sean Diddy Combs' trial. As jury selection in the mogul's trial got underway May 5th in New York, NBC News reports prospective jurors were shown a list of more than 100 names of people and places that may be referenced during the trial, including actors Michael B. Jordan, Mike Myers, and rapper Kanye West. While the aforementioned celebrities are not implicated in the case, the potential jurors were asked whether they knew any of the names listed and whether it would impact their ability to be impartial, per the outlet. Attorneys did not share an explanation for the list. The names of women who have taken legal action against Combs were also on the list, including his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, whose November 2023 sexual abuse lawsuit against the rapper was settled one day after it was filed. Danny DeCane alum Don Richard, who accused Combs of sexual assault in a lawsuit filed in September, was also listed. Combs has denied it.
This is the reason Michael B. Jordan, as the mogling trial's jury selection process began. Kanye West and other celebrities were mentioned at Sean Diddy Combs' trial. New York, May 5th, according to NBC News. Prospective jurors were shown a list of over 100 names of people and locations that could be mentioned during the trial, including rapper Kanye West, actors Michael B. Jordan, and Mike Myers. Although the celebrities are not involved in the case, the potential jurors were asked if they knew any of the names and if it would affect their ability to be impartial. Attorneys did not provide an explanation for the list, which included the names of women who have filed lawsuits against Don Richard, a former member of Danny DeCane, who accused Combs of sexual assault in a lawsuit filed in September, was also on the list, as was his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, whose November 2023 sexual abuse complaint against the rapper was resolved a day after it was filed. Even the prostitutes recruited for his freak-off parties were terrified of Combs because he was so violent and domineering, even though he has denied any culpability in both incidents. Last Monday, the Punisher, a male prostitute, took the stand and gave terrifying testimony that left the courtroom in disbelief. He detailed 8 to 12. Diddy claimed to have observed his interactions with Cassie Ventura from the shadows, controlling every action like a deranged movie director. In one of his power games, the Punisher recalled how Cassie would wheezy or sigh in discomfort every time Diddy made a demeaning suggestion, but Diddy didn't stop. In fact, he thrived on control, pushing boundaries further each time to see how much power he could exert. He instructed him on exactly how to be intimate with Cassie, treating her not as a human being but as a puppet.